The city shimmered after dark beneath a velvet sky. The lights reflected on the streets as evening wandered by. The cafés hummed with quiet songs, the bandoneon played low, and somewhere in the heart of town a story began to grow. I didn't know your name, I didn't know your heart, but something in that moment felt different from the start. Beneath the Buenos Aires lights, the city seemed to slow. Every corner held a melody only the night could know. Beneath the Buenos Aires lights, where dreams and shadows meet, I found a feeling I couldn't explain, walking down that street. The old cafés were glowing like lanterns in the dark. The music drifted through the air and settled in my heart. The city felt eternal, like time had stepped aside. And somehow in that crowded world you were right by my side. I didn't know your name, I didn't know your heart, but something in that moment felt different from the start. Beneath the Buenos Aires lights, the city seemed to slow. Every corner held a melody only the night could know. Beneath the Buenos Aires lights, where dreams and shadows meet, I found a feeling I couldn't explain, walking down that street. Maybe some cities hold a kind of magic hidden inside the night, where strangers become memories beneath the amber light. And maybe every road we take leads us where we belong, even if we don't realize it until the moment is gone. Beneath the Buenos Aires lights, the city seemed to slow. Every corner held a melody only the night could know. Beneath the Buenos Aires lights, where dreams and shadows meet, I found a feeling I couldn't explain, walking down that street. Beneath the Buenos Aires lights, where our story began.
The evening settled on San Telmo, beneath the amber glow. The old stone streets remembered stories from long ago. A violin sang softly through the air of summer night, and every step felt weightless beneath the lantern light. I couldn't explain what I felt inside. But somehow fate was walking by my side. A tango in San Telmo, beneath the city lights. The music carried us away into the Buenos Aires night. A tango in San Telmo, where every heartbeat knew that something beautiful had started the moment I met you. The bandoneon was playing a melody so slow, like a secret only lovers were supposed to know. The café spilled their laughter onto the streets below, and for a little while the world moved to our flow. I couldn't explain what I felt inside, but somehow fate was walking by my side. A tango in San Telmo, beneath the city lights. The music carried us away into the Buenos Aires night. A tango in San Telmo, where every heartbeat knew that something beautiful had started the moment I met you. Maybe every city has a rhythm hidden deep within its soul, and maybe every dance begins before we know the role. Maybe every step that night was leading me to you, long before the music started, long before I knew. A tango in San Telmo, beneath the city lights. The music carried us away into the Buenos Aires night. A tango in San Telmo, where every heartbeat knew that something beautiful had started the moment I met you. A tango in San Telmo, a tango in San Telmo, and the city danced with us.
The rain had settled on the windows of the oldest cafe in town. The city moved beyond the glass while evening drifted down.
The coffee warmed our waiting hands. The music filled the air, and somehow every passing minute felt lighter with you there.
The world outside kept rushing by,
but time stood still that night.
Coffee at Café Tortoni, beneath the golden light. The city whispered softly through the Buenos Aires night. Coffee at Café Tortoni, where every dream felt near, and every word we shared that evening still echoes in my ears. The bandoneon was playing a melody so slow,
like a memory being written
without us even knowing.
The waiters moved like shadows, the candles flickered bright,
and everything about that place
felt perfect for a night.
The world outside kept rushing by,
but time stood still that night.
Coffee at Café Tortoni, beneath the golden light,
the city whispered softly through the Buenos Aires night. Coffee at Café Tortoni, where every dream felt near, and every word we shared that evening still echoes in my ears.
Maybe happiness is simple, a table by the window,
a song drifting through the darkness,
and nowhere else to go.
Maybe some memories survive because they never tried
to become anything more
than a beautiful night. Coffee at Café Tortoni, beneath the golden light, the city whispered softly through the Buenos Aires night. Coffee at Café Tortoni, where every dream felt near, and every word we shared that evening still echoes in my ears. Coffee at Café Tortoni,
where our story found its heart. The colors danced along the walls of every street we crossed. The evening sun was fading slow in shades of red and gold. The music drifted through La Boca like a voice from long ago, and every corner of the city seemed to have its own soul. The world felt young, the night felt free, and somehow you belonged with me. The streets of La Boca still shine inside my mind, every color, every shadow, frozen somewhere in time. The streets of La Boca, where our laughter filled the air, and every step along the way felt like we belonged there. The bandoneon was calling from a doorway down the lane. The rhythm moved around us like a summer falling rain. The city felt alive that evening with every passing song, and for a little while it felt like nothing could go wrong. The world felt young, the night felt free, and somehow you belonged with me. The streets of La Boca still shine inside my mind. Every color, every shadow, frozen somewhere in time. The streets of La Boca, where our laughter filled the air, and every step along the way felt like we belonged there. Maybe some places stay with us long after we move on, living quietly within the heart, like an unfinished song. Maybe that's why I still return whenever memories call to the painted streets of La Boca, where we had it all. The streets of La Boca still shine inside my mind. Every color, every shadow, frozen somewhere in time. The streets of La Boca, where our laughter filled the air, and every step along the way felt like we belonged there. The streets of La Boca still carry your name.
The music echoed through the hall, beneath the amber light. The dancers moved like shadows across the floor that night. The bandoneon was breathing a melody so slow, and every turn beside you felt like somewhere I could go. The city disappeared beyond the door, until there was only music anymore. Dancing until midnight beneath the Buenos Aires sky. The world kept turning somewhere, but we let the hours fly. Dancing until midnight, with your hand holding mine, believing every moment would somehow last a lifetime. The violins were singing, the piano softly played. The room was full of strangers, yet we felt far away. The candles flickered gently, the night moved like a dream, and everything around us was softer than it seemed. The city disappeared beyond the door, until there was only music anymore. Dancing until midnight beneath the Buenos Aires sky. The world kept turning somewhere, but we let the hours fly. Dancing until midnight, with your hand holding mine, believing every moment before they part again. And maybe that's why I remember every step and every line, because for one perfect evening your world was next to mine. Dancing until midnight beneath the Buenos Aires sky. The world kept turning somewhere, but we let the hours fly. Dancing until midnight with your hand holding mine, believing every moment would somehow last a lifetime. Dancing until midnight while the city dreamed outside.
The summer sun was fading low across the river light. The water carried golden dreams into the Buenos Aires night.
The bridges glowed behind us, the city shimmered bright, and every reflection on the water danced beneath the twilight.
The evening came,
the world grew slow
as summer painted everything gold. Summer along Puerto Madero, where the river meets the sky.
The city wore its finest colors
as the daylight drifted by. Summer along Puerto Madero,
with your hand close to mine,
believing every sunset there
would somehow stop the hands of time.
The cafés filled with laughter, the waterfront came alive.
The music floated through the air as another day arrived.
The bandoneon was calling from somewhere down the lane,
a melody that seemed to promise nothing beautiful could change.
The evening came,
the world grew slow
as summer painted everything gold. Summer along Puerto Madero, where the river meets the sky.
The city wore its finest colors
as the daylight drifted by. Summer along Puerto Madero,
with your hand close to mine,
believing every sunset there
would somehow stop the hands of time. Maybe happiness is fragile, like sunlight on the sea, beautiful because it lingers only temporarily.
And maybe that's why I remember
every color, every line,
because I didn't know that evening
would be one of our last good times.
Summer along Puerto Madero,
I drifted by. Summer along Puerto Madero, with your hand close to mine,
believing every sunset there
would somehow stop the hands of time.
Summer along
Puerto Madero, still shining in my mind.
The cafe lights were growing dim as midnight settled in. The city hummed beyond the glass like a distant violin. The bandoneon played softly, a melody we knew, the same one that we promised we would someday see through. But some dreams fade before they bloom, like music ending far too soon. The song we never finished still lingers in the air, a melody without an ending, waiting somewhere. The song we never finished still follows me tonight, like an echo through Buenos Aires, beneath the city lights. The pages of our story remain half-written still, scattered like forgotten letters across a windowsill. The city keeps on moving, the years continue too, yet every note reminds me of a life I shared with you. But some dreams fade before they bloom, like music ending far too soon. The song we never finished still lingers in the air, a melody without an ending, waiting somewhere. The song we never finished still follows me tonight, like an echo through Buenos Aires, beneath the city lights. Maybe every tango carries a little loss inside, two hearts moving together before the tide divides. And maybe that's why certain songs never truly end. They keep returning quietly, again and again. The song we never finished still lingers in the air, a melody without an ending, waiting somewhere. The song we never finished still follows me tonight, like an echo through Buenos Aires, beneath the city lights. The song we never finished still plays within my heart.
down on Avenida like silver from the sky. The city lights reflected softly as another night passed by. The cafés glowed behind the windows. The streets were shining gold, and every drop upon the pavement felt like a story told. The city changed, the years moved on, yet some feelings stayed too long. Rain over Avenida de Mayo, falling through the night, washing old memories gently beneath the city light. Rain over Avenida de Mayo, where reflections drift and fade, carrying whispers of a love that time could never save. The bandoneon was playing from somewhere down the street, a melody of distant longing wrapped in a steady beat. I watched the river of headlights flow through the evening rain, and wondered if somewhere tonight you were thinking of me again. The city changed, the years moved on, yet some feelings stayed too long. Rain over Avenida de Mayo, falling through the night, washing old memories gently beneath the city light. Rain over Avenida de Mayo, where reflections drift and fade, carrying whispers of a love that time could never save. Maybe every storm arrives to help us understand that not every beautiful story ends the way we planned. And maybe every drop of rain knows where it belongs, just as every memory finds its way into a song. Rain over Avenida de Mayo, falling through the night, washing old memories gently beneath the city light. Rain over Avenida de Mayo, where reflections drift and fade, carrying whispers of a love that time could never save. Rain over Avenida de Mayo, and your memory in the rain.
The ballroom waited quietly beneath the fading light. The music seemed familiar on that unforgettable night.
The bandoneon was breathing its final melody, as if the room already knew what we refused to see.
The dancers moved, the candles glowed, but something in the air had changed. The last tango together beneath the Buenos Aires sky,
holding on to one more moment before goodbye.
the last tango together,
As the violin softly cried, knowing when the music ended, we'd leave this love behind.
the city waited outside, wrapped in midnight gold.
The same streets that once witnessed
A story we had told.
your hand still rested gently within the palm of mine,
And every step felt heavier than any other time. The dancers moved, the candles glowed, but something in the air had changed.
the last tango together beneath the Buenos Aires sky, holding on to one more moment before goodbye. The last tango together, as the violin softly cried, knowing when the music ended, we'd leave this love behind.
Maybe every tango carries the ending from the start.
Two souls learning how to dance before they drift apart.
And maybe that's why memories
Refuse to disappear, because the most beautiful songs are never easy to hear.
the last tango together
Beneath the Buenos Aires sky, holding on to one more moment before goodbye.
the last tango together,
As the violin softly cried, knowing when the music ended, we'd leave this love behind.
the last tango together.
And then the silence came.
The city feels much quieter now than it did years ago. The same old lights still fill the streets, the same warm evening glow. The cafés close around midnight, the music fades away. Yet every corner of this town still brings me back today. The years went by, the seasons changed, but some questions still remain. If we had one more dance, would we find the words to say everything we left unfinished on that distant day? If we had one more dance, would the ending be the same? Or would we somehow find a way to stay? The bandoneon is playing a melody we used to know, the same one that once followed us through summers long ago. I watch the shadows moving across the wooden floor and wonder what might have happened if we'd asked for something more. The years went by, the seasons changed, but some questions still remain. If we had one more dance, would we find the words to say everything we left unfinished on that distant day? If we had one more dance, would the ending be the same? Or would we somehow find a way to stay? Maybe life is not about the answers that we find, but learning how to carry the echoes left behind. And maybe every memory returns from time to time, not to change the past, but to remind us we were alive. If we had one more dance, would we find the words to say everything we left unfinished on that distant day? If we had one more dance, would the ending be the same? Or would we somehow find a way to stay? If we had one more dance, I'd ask you not to leave.
I found your name inside a drawer, on paper worn by time, a letter that I never sent, though I rewrote every line. The city slept beyond the glass, beneath a silver sky, while memories returned again, like old trains passing by. The ink had faded, the years had flown, yet somehow I was not alone. A letter from Buenos Aires, written in the midnight glow, filled with all the words I kept, but never let you know. A letter from Buenos Aires, still resting in my hands, The bandoneon was playing from somewhere down the street, a melody that carried me back to a younger heartbeat. The cafés closed around me, the city whispered low, and every page I turned that night led where I didn't want to go. The ink had faded, the years had flown, yet somehow I was not alone. A letter from Buenos Aires, written in the midnight glow, filled with all the words I kept, but never let you know. A letter from Buenos Aires, still resting in my hands, for a story that the years could never fully end. Maybe every unfinished love leaves something behind, a photograph, a melody, or words we never find. And maybe that's why letters stay long after people leave, holding quiet pieces of what we still believe. A letter from Buenos Aires, written in the midnight glow, filled with all the words I kept, but never let you know. A letter from Buenos Aires, still resting in my hands, for a story that the years could never fully end. A letter from Buenos Aires that never found its way.
The city had grown quiet now, the streets were nearly bare, only distant lights remained shining through the air.
The cafe chairs stood empty, the final guests had gone, yet somewhere in the silence the music lingered on.
The night moved slowly,
the clock struck 12,
and memories returned by themselves. Bandoneon after midnight,
playing low and slow,
like every story we once shared,
refusing to let go.
Bandoneon after midnight,
echoing through the dark,
like a forgotten
conversation still living in my heart.
The windows held reflections of a city half asleep. The river carried silver lights across the quiet streets.
The melody kept drifting like footsteps from the past, reminding me that beautiful things were never meant to last.
The night moved slowly,
the clock struck 12,
and memories return by themselves. Bandoneon after midnight,
playing low and slow,
like every story we once shared,
refusing to let go.
Bandoneon after midnight,
echoing through the dark,
like a forgotten conversation,
still living in my heart.
Maybe every city keeps
its secrets after dark,
hidden inside old melodies
and the spaces in our hearts.
Maybe every love we lose
leaves behind a song,
quietly waiting in the shadows,
long after it is gone.
Bandoneon after midnight,
playing low and slow,
like every story we once shared,
refusing to let go.
Bandoneon after midnight,
echoing through the dark, like a forgotten conversation, still living in my heart. Bandoneon after midnight,
and your memory remains. The city had grown quiet now. The streets were nearly bare. Only distant lights remained, shining through the air.
the cafe chair stood empty, the final guest had gone. Yet somewhere in the silence, the music lingered on.
The night moved slowly, the clock struck 12,
and memories returned by themselves.
Bandoneon after midnight,
Playing low and slow,
like every story we once shared, refusing to let go.
Bandoneon after midnight, echoing through the dark,
like a forgotten conversation,
still living in my heart.
The windows held reflections of a city half asleep. The river carried silver lights across the quiet streets. The melody kept drifting, like footsteps from the past, reminding me that beautiful things were never meant to last. The night moved slowly, clock struck 12,
and memories returned by themselves.
Bandoneon after midnight,
Playing low and slow,
like every story we once shared, refusing to let go.
Bandoneon
The city had grown quiet now. The streets were nearly bare.
Only distant lights remained
Shining
through the air. The cafe chairs The rain had finally disappeared. The streets began to dry. The city wore its midnight lights beneath a quiet sky. The cafes glowed behind the glass the way they always had, and every corner seemed to hold the echoes of our past. The years moved on, the seasons changed, yet some things stayed the same. The city still knows your name, whispered softly in the night, hidden in the Bandoneon and every distant light. The city still knows your name, though you're far away from here. Every street in Buenos Aires still makes you feel so near. The river carried moonlight along the sleeping shore. The same reflections danced tonight as they had years before. I walked the roads we used to know, past windows shining gold, and found our story waiting there, exactly where it was told. The years moved on, the seasons changed, yet some things stay the same. The city still knows your name, whispered softly in the night, hidden in the Bandoneon and every distant light. The city still knows your name, though you're far away from here. Every street in Buenos Aires still makes you feel so near. Maybe cities never forget the people who once dreamed there, keeping little pieces of their hearts floating through the air. And maybe that's why every road still leads me back somehow to the version of myself that only existed then. The city still knows your name, whispered softly in the night, hidden in the Bandoneon and every distant light. The city still knows your name, though you're far away from here. Every street in Buenos Aires still makes you feel so near. The city still knows your name, and maybe always will.
The city feels different tonight than it did before. The sadness no longer follows me through every cafe door.
The bandoneon still plays its song, the same as years ago.
But now the melody feels lighter than I remember it before.
The pain grew small, the years moved on, and somehow life carried me along.
Maybe in another tango,
beneath another sky,
two hearts will find each other
at the perfect time.
Maybe in another tango,
somewhere down the line,
the story that we couldn't finish
will finally rhyme.
The river carries moonlight across the sleeping town.
The city wears its midnight gold as evening settles down.
I no longer ask the questions that once filled every night.
Some memories are beautiful
because they stay
out of sight. The pain grew small, the years moved on, and somehow life carried me along. Maybe in another tango, beneath another sky,
two hearts will find each other
at the perfect time.
Maybe in another tango,
somewhere down the line,
the story that we couldn't finish
will finally rhyme.
Maybe every goodbye is not the end we fear.
Maybe every lost love leaves something sincere.
And maybe every melody
eventually finds its place,
like dancers meeting once again
in another time and space.
Maybe in another tango,
beneath another sky,
two hearts will find each other
at the perfect time.
Maybe in another tango,
somewhere down the line,
the story that we couldn't finish
will finally rhyme.
maybe
In another tango, we'll meet again. The city slowly settles down beneath a velvet sky. The last cafes are closing as another night goes by. The bandoneon grows quieter, the streets begin to rest. The lights still paint the pavement in shades of gold and red. The night grows still, the stars appear, and everything feels clear until Buenos Aires river carries moonlight across the silent shore, the same way it carried dreams so many years before. The music hasn't left me, though the dance is finally done. Its echoes still surround me like the warmth of setting sun. The night grows still, the stars appear, and everything feels clear until Buenos Aires sleeps. The memories remain like old melodies returning through the midnight rain. Until Buenos Aires sleeps, the city softly shines, keeping all the stories we leave behind. Maybe every tango ends, but never truly disappears. It lives inside the heart across the passing years.